What's up, guys? Our wrestling podcast back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious, along with Jess, the Total Package, Frank the British Bulldog, and Uncle Cuz, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry, just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Today's topic: favorite Royal Rumble
what
moment.
You thought it is, you're wrong.
That's right. For audio fans, give us an Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcast. Or watch our videos on YouTube at our wrestling channel. We are not doing that on social media. Give us a follow on Instagram at O.W.P 2019 or on Facebook at Our Wrestling Podcast. It's because he's got the world in the palm of his hand, because does not mean that we're talking about Big Show for.
Dave, the joke's on you, because this episode is actually the legacy of Paul White's
AEW theme song.
No.
The AEW version.
Yep. Yeah,
of his song.
All 5 minutes of thanks for listening and watching to the Legacy of Paul White. We'll see you next time.
The Legacy of Paul White's theme song in AEW.
The Legacy of Paul White's music. Oh my God, that's fucking
But
funny.
the AEW version.
Yeah,
the AEW
but it's...
Remember when he used it when he got signed by Powerhouse Hobbs?
Created by drug addict Kyle Johnson.
Oh my.
Well, it is January, and it's Royal Rumble month, and so I figured we would just freeform our favorite Royal Rumble moments, much like we did our Survivor Series moments. A lot of people say, and some of us might agree, that besides WrestleMania, this is their favorite pay-per-view of the year. Some people like to stir up shit, might say it's their favorite, even over WrestleMania.
It starts the road to WrestleMania, doesn't it? Does it not? Does it not?
It does. It starts the road to WrestleMania, and I think it's a concept that never really gets old. It's basic, but just the suspense of who's going to be number whatever.
30 guys, then you go every
30
couple
different
minutes,
pops.
and one
It's so
guy's
crazy.
left. Oh!
And if you didn't pick up on it, the inventor of the Royal Rumble is who, Craig?
Quebecer Luke. Pat Patterson.
It was Paul Wright. Good show. Pat Patterson is the inventor of the Royal Rumble match. It's my favorite. Which Vince didn't like it at the start, because I think he was trying to sell it to Vince, and Vince is like, "How does it go again?" And they said Vince would always do that.
I hate battle royals. I hate them.
Yeah,
but it's not about
I fucking hate it. Don't ever bring it up again. And then 2 months later, he's like, "So what were you talking about? Some match that's kind of like a battle royal, but not?" And he's like, "It's crazy." So I guess he demoed it a couple times on house shows for Vince.
You should have been there.
It's the perfect,
let me show you. So
drama.
They had
it's every 30 seconds or whatever it is, 2 minutes, and then it's
the only way you should do a battle royal ever again. Really, when you think about it, I mean,
sure, yeah,
it changed it forever. Because starting out, we
Patterson
talk about
was fantastic.
I forgot to ask. Do we get to include Saudi in this? Because it's not really a Royal Rumble, though. So
that's got to be the traditional pay-per-view, right?
All right.
No,
yeah.
Well, because you know what I was gonna pick.
Fake for the Prince is like.
But you know what I'd pick though if I could include.
Oh, that moment of
he thought it was named after. He thought the Royal Rumble was named after him. That's why that doesn't work.
And as you should choose that, I'm disappointed that moment that I know what Dave's thinking about didn't happen on a fucking Royal Rumble pay-per-view, because god damn it, it's probably the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's when fucking what's his fuck came down and tripped and fell on the fucking ring. And it was one of my favorite.
He fell through it into it.
Titus,
yeah.
He's had a very busy week here in Saudi Arabia. He's had dinner with many princes and very important people, and he just.
Oh my God! What the heck? What did Titus just? I can't believe what I just saw. Did that really happen?
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Did that happen?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah, and then who was it Braxton who was commentating, and he just started belly laughing, because they all knew like this fucking fool. I
think Corey Graves did too. I think
Corey Graves was there, but some Byron started belly laughing. He's all
like Graves, Byron, and then Cole, right?
He went under the
ring. Byron cracks me up too.
Went under the ring, so
he
good. He
could have killed himself. He could have hit his head on
he could have
the toolbox or fucking.
Who knows
legitly,
there, right, Craig?
Where?
Yeah. An amazing human being from all accounts of everyone who's around him. What he does for charity and the youth and all that, an amazing human being.
He is
one of the worst pro wrestlers I've ever seen. One of the worst pro wrestlers I've ever seen in the ring. So I'll start off. I'm just going to steal the show right up from the beginning. It's from the very first ever pay-per-view one, 1989, and it was Demolition Axe and Smash being number 1 and 2. And every time I go back and watch this, I'm like, that was fucking cool.
They did a great job.
to start off, like I really appreciate the balls of like Vince and Pat going like, "Oh my god, we got to start this off with a bang!" And so like the tag team champions were fucking starting off against each other, and you got to see Axe and Smash beat each other down for 2 or 3 minutes. I don't remember. I know the time's changed over the years, but it was really cool. Like to see that, and you never saw that, so it really set the standard for what the Royal Rumble would be. Is that it doesn't matter if they're partners; everybody's common goal is to be there at the end. So that is my first moment. Axe and Smash Demolition drawing number 1 and 2 because they on the first one too. The whole thing was at random. Remember they had the bingo thing where they would turn it and had all the clear balls in it. You open it up and read your number.
Is that when all the like threw it at them?
Yeah, they would get mad. That's like some would be happy.
Yeah.
You never knew what the numbers were, but their reactions were awesome. They all did promos back there, so they look at it and they'd be like, they'd laugh or whatever, or they'd be like, damn it, like, and throw it down or whatever. And so I think Demolition, when they drew theirs or whatever, they were right next to each other, and Axe made me laugh because the guy who was doing the thing wasn't like Sean Mooney or anybody like that. It was someone I'd never seen before. And then Axe goes, "Stop it, you geek," and he just grabs the thing out of there, and I just fucking laughed. Like, because the guy's like, "Come on, man. Like, I'm a union worker. I'm just here." Like, and then when they read it, Axe is like, "I'm gonna have a long night," and Smash is all, "Me too." And that was like the lead into they both number 1 and 2 against each other. It was awesome.
Nice.
Like,
I'm gonna have a long night.
so that's my moment. Demolition, Action, Smash.
Did Hogan win that first one in '89?
No. Big John Studd did.
And now, the man who pulled number 2 at random from parts unknown, the co-holder. I can't believe it! Smash! From Demolition, Smash! I don't believe it! The World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions are going to go at each other, Gorilla. They're going to have to. This is every man for himself. Oh, look at them. And they are going at each other. It's amazing thing what'll happen, what money will do to anything. I'll tell you what, the winner of this, the prestige is so that it is partner against partner, perhaps brother against brother, gents.
Yeah.
I'll go next if I promise you that none of you will pick this one.
I'm gonna pick it right after you, buddy.
You're on 1992.
No, I'm gonna go 2019. You guys want?
Oh,
what do you guys think I'm talking about?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! You guys remember what happened in 2019?
No.
You guys remember when R-Truth was coming down as number 30 in the Royal Rumble, and somebody was still a little mad that they didn't do well in their Royal Rumble a couple hours earlier, and kicked the shit out of him and said,
Nia Jax.
That was fun. Yeah, that's a good pick. That was fun.
Was one of my favorite moments. And
that
she
was
eliminated
funny.
some folks too, by the way, when she got in there. I was like,
and Randy Orton RKO'd the shit out of her.
Yeah, that was the best part.
It's fantastic.
And
like,
Ziggler super kicked her. That shit was fucking funny.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in the. I'm in the minority when I'm like I defend Nia all the time. I'm like, oh, she just hurts a few people. You know. I like
you put her in there with men. You're like, now she belongs here. I think.
I love Nia Jax, and when she entered the Rumble, I was like, yes. I was like, I hope she wins. I wanted her to win. I'm like, I think she can legit hang with the dudes in there. Like, I really do believe that. She's
entered the ring. She's in the ring. And I'm assuming this is official. What do you mean it's official? If it is, Nia Jax becomes, I believe, the fourth woman to ever compete in the Men's Royal Rumble match.
Oh, no.
Oh! I mean, there was Chyna, there was Beth Phoenix, there was Karma, and now Nia Jax.
Look at the grin on the face, that $1 million smile on a wrecking ball. She means business.
Well, Nia Jax believes she should have won the Women's Royal Rumble match earlier tonight.
Whichever you want.
I'm going to say one, and because it's going to be buried, okay, by the WWE. But 2004, Mr. Christopher Benoit. He was the number 1 entrant. He beat the Big Show. He held the record at that point for the longest entry in the longest duration in the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And only the second guy after Shawn Michaels to be number 1 and win. And then that was the year he went on to...
It's not buried, and I'll tell you why, because that was one of my picks.
Sorry.
Because I really enjoyed the way they did it. The way he eliminated the Big Show was he scissored him, and he slowly pulled him out. I mean, it was just this build, like he's pulling him barely over the top rope, and you expected Big Show to stop it at some point, and whatever, and then he finally gets him over. I enjoyed that. It was not like meant for a big pop, like for one thing to happen and pop the audience. It was this slow, like can Benoit do it? Can he finally do it? And I thought it was nicely done. So
Yeah.
it was on my list,
Oh,
Craig.
and
You're an asshole.
Before I forget, we're still
It
waiting
was-
for R-Truth's entrance into the 2019 Royal Rumble. It still is not
It
happening.
was the year of Benoit. He won the title. That April 4th. That
He did.
If he was going to have any chance, that was it. And despite of what you think of
What
him,
was it?
that was the moment they were giving him.
Eddie retained and Benoit won that WrestleMania,
Yep.
right?
Yep, correct him.
WrestleMania 20.
Benoit's hanging onto that head like a damn rock and a pit bull like it. Benoit's holding. He's holding. He's a big show, Peter. Oh my God! He's gonna go! The big show! Can he do it? Hang on, show! John Teeter! Hang on, someone's coming up! Yes! Benoit has done it!
Here is your winner of the 2004 Royal Rumble match, Chris Benoit.
Benoit's going to WrestleMania, JR!
That's a good one.
incredibly-
And
Good one
lasted
so
over
far.
an hour.
Cuz what?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
over
with,
an hour, right?
2008 for Madison Square Garden.
Oh, go
Number
on.
30 when John Cena returns.
Oh yes! God
And then,
damn, that place was
the
loud.
pop was great. He was supposed to be out for a year, and I think it was like a 6 month, and he came back after 6 months.
It wasn't. It was like
Wow.
2 weeks. God damn, this
Or,
guy.
yeah, it was
heals.
something ridiculous.
What did he hurt?
Was it the elbow?
It was a arm. It was something with a bicep or elbow or something.
He had a
something
burst
like
of
that.
sack, didn't they? Didn't they peel it?
That
over and it just
that was
exploded
later.
everywhere?
That was no. That
Was
was
that
later.
later?
That was
That was
like
later?
when he
That
was
one
fighting
was
Kevin
dope.
Owens or AJ Styles or somebody. But
When they cut that thing open, sorry to defer.
Yeah, no, yeah,
They
that
just
was, like,
splattered everywhere. They had it all on
2014
camera. I'm
or
like,
so.
the
yeah, I
burst
think it was
of
like
sack.
2014, 15 when that. When
Yeah.
that happened.
But this was when he left. They were still the 50-50 half boo half cheer. But that
Yeah.
pop when he came back
That
was
pop
so
was
loud.
huge.
Like man,
And then the
Yeah.
commentary, you go, oh my God, JR was like, it's Cena. And then you have Jerry Lawler, oh my God. And then you had Taz, oh my God, this is great. And then
He
you
didn't know
Joey
who he
Styles, oh my God.
Nobody had the.
There was like
nobody had the
4
nobody had
commentators,
the
and
recovery
Joey
time
Styles,
of that
JR
guy.
was.
Nobody could
What's that?
recover like Cena. He's like,
Everything he could to get back in the Royal Rumble. Who's number 30? After being prohibited from being in it. What? Wait a minute. What the hell? What is this? It's John Cena. John Cena. Oh my gosh. Number 30. This is unbelievable. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Triple H's expression told the entire story. The Rock is exploding off of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
machine. I swear.
Yeah.
That's a great moment. That always pops out. in my
that's
And
a
that-
good one.
That's just the one of the greatest things about the Rumble is those moments of like,
Oh, yeah.
you can reveal anything, people coming back, brand new debuts. Like it's just the perfect avenue for like these
It's
moments
great.
where you can cram because there's 30 different opportunities to do it and to tell these stories. Like it's a brilliant match and a perfect like opening to Road to WrestleMania too. Like it's fucking great.
Royal Rumble's like our pre-programmed in our hearts. WrestleMania is our favorite, but in
Yes.
reality, on surface, Royal Rumble's our favorite. Like it's my favorite at least.
It's always
It
the most
is, yeah.
anticipatory. Like you're always like, what the fuck is going to happen? And then
it starts
because we build it up so much, we're disappointed when we don't get like,
Yeah.
what was it? Was it? Sorry to take anyone's, but Mysterio
No, you're
in lieu of Daniel Bryan that one
Yeah,
year.
that was- yeah.
And poor
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio gets
Booed Ray.
booed the shit out of.
Dominic
'cause we're
was
all
right,
just-
dude. Dead beat dead. Fucking taking
Yeah.
their own spotlight. Good shit.
That's awesome.
But it's like it can end
Dave,
if
do
you
you
don't
want to
get
start
one
off round 2, or do you want to
Yeah.
go? Cuz do you want to start off round 2? Cuz
Oh,
and
Yeah.
shock us all like the Royal Rumble.
Snake draft, bro.
reverse snake. I was just thinking that snake trap.
Oh god, it's hard because it was actually gonna be that year, the Rey Mysterio one. It was gonna be Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt. Fucking
Sorry.
yeah, I'll go with that. I had another one in my mind.
fuck,
but I'm
that's a
gonna
good
go with
idea
That's
too. Like,
That match.
yeah, I wasn't specific. It could be matches on the end.
The
of the card,
matches
too,
on the
'cause that-
card.
their match was
I
really
thought
good.
I thought that was open. Yeah, I thought that was okay
Cool.
to do.
Well, I guess I have to do a moment though, right? Because that's like a match. I mean, because I love
No,
that
not
match.
necessarily.
You can do a match
No.
too. Yeah,
So
you
what,
can do a
Bray
match.
Wyatt? Oh, was that the final Brian when he was part
That
of the
was
cult
that was
and-
the year that they got pissed off because Brian lost to Bray Wyatt, but the yes
great
movement
match.
was already starting. And then when
Mhm.
Ray came out at number 30, they booed the shit out of him because they thought the reason why Brian lost was because he would appear in the Rumble and win it.
He may be out cold. No, he's helpless. He's absolutely helpless. Bray Wyatt just lifted his limp body. Bray Wyatt, I believe, thinks the end is near. It's time to sacrifice Daniel Bryan. Sister Abigail's kiss. Followed by Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt makes good on his word to beat Daniel Bryan and change the world tonight.
Winner of this match, Bray Wyatt.
Look, you took some of it. Like,
Okay.
I'll go next. So my next offering was the entire Rumble of 2002.
I love that
it was
Rumble.
it was really good, and that's the one that
H.
Triple H won after coming back from his quad tear.
Yep.
And like I thought it was just a really good Rumble from beginning to end. One of the better like beginning to end Rumbles I'd ever seen, and like everything was good. I was going to say Mr. Perfect was part of that because I remember specifically I was like, I haven't heard his music in forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know he kind of hung around as a manager in '96, but after that he was gone. Like from '96, and so to hear his music and to see him come out wrestling, like
how did that music play in 2002? The crowd popped for him.
People popped. Yep. Like people popped.
I told you, JR.
Maven eliminated Undertaker that year.
Say it again.
Maven defeated eliminated Undertaker.
Yes, and that's why I also loved it, because I thought that whole Rumble was booked really well, like really, really well.
That's when Scott Steiner debuted too, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, fuck.
No, that was 03. That was 03.
03,
because he fought Triple H before. Yeah, that was 03.
That was gonna be another one of my favorites.
Angle in trouble. Angle in trouble. It's over. It's over. It's the game. The game. Your winner of the Royal Rumble match, Triple H. He went through 8 months of hell just to make it back. When many said he'd never make it, and now Triple H is going to WrestleMania. Triple H is going to meet the undisputed champion at WrestleMania.
That was another good one too. So I won't use that, but I'll just piggyback off you, and that's my offering. So Dave or Craig, go ahead.
I will. Go ahead, please.
Shut up.
Hey, you cut in front of Dave, then you tell him.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, how do we do the snake? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I interrupted it because I took it. It was supposed to be you, Craig, but I messed up because I went.
You already feared.
Mine's just an entrance. 2016, AJ Styles.
Oh man!
Oh god damn it!
God damn it!
That's big screen behind him in the hood. And then that music, the first time he'd heard it, that little southern kind of rap thing.
Yes,
and then
that was
he lifted up his hood. He's like, I wanted to be here in the beginning. Or like, I want to be here forever. I thought that moment was fantastic to me. In the last,
that's still one of my favorites
I'm
too.
missing him a little bit right now. We got to get him back in the fold.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And by the way, he went on a tear after that.
Make him not boring.
It wasn't just a Royal Rumble entrance. I mean, he went on and took over the industry for a few years. I mean, he was on top. And
him and Jericho had good matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Him and Brock.
Oh
yeah, him and Brock was great.
Yeah. He tried to help Omos as best he could.
Is it? Can it be? It is! The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles! Oh my gosh! It has been rumored for weeks that the hottest free agent in sports entertainment was heading to WWE.
That's a good entrance. Go ahead, Dave.
Omos doesn't need help. If we know anything, Omos doesn't need help.
Yeah, he's the best in the world.
He's going to be just fine.
Thank you.
The real best in the world's been there all the time.
He carried AJ for that.
I feel mine is like the ultimate low-hanging fruit. I can't believe nobody talked about it, but as a kid, you can't deny 1989 and the Mega Powers simply exploding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was on my list, but I knew one of you guys would take it.
When those two were all by themselves, when they basically cleaned house and they saw each other and they really faced off for like a minute before they did anything, and all they did was ring rope run.
Wait, are you talking about Warrior?
Yeah.
Warrior.
Oh, okay, so I thought you said Mega Power. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. It's like
so 1990. Yes, 1990. Yeah.
Yeah. So when Warrior and Hogan are in there, all they did is a ring rope, a stare down, and a double clothesline, and then they were out for a minute until someone else came into the ring. But the crowd, I thought the roof was going to blow off when those two faced it.
That was loud. It was loud, but you're right. It was like we had never, in the infancy, we'd never seen that really. And so like we're like, what do we do? Like, the crowd, like everybody stood up, but people were like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like people were panicked. Like they were like, why are you doing this? Who really sold that moment? Fucking Shivani. Giovanni was like, "Oh my god!" Like he's like, "Oh my god!"
He
oh
was.
my
He was there for that
god!
year.
Like, yeah.
Eliminated by the Warrior, and look at this! Look at this!
My God.
Hulk Hogan and the Warrior!
There is not a person sitting down. Everyone on his feet. Look at the eyes of the Hulkster. The eyes of the Warrior.
Whoa! What a matchup this is gonna be! The Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, one-on-one!
Hold on to your seats.
Yeah. It was that's such
Why
a
are
it
they
is
fighting?
Dave. That's probably the quintessential moment of
That's
the Royal Rumble, I would have to say.
yeah.
Like that's burned, I think, permanently in everybody's memory. For sure.
When we
Gold star for
were
Dave.
when we were kids, man, that thing lit up the world for just a moment. You know,
Because you had to
Impressive.
choose. Like Vince made you choose because he's a terrible person.
right?
What child do you like?
And yeah, we
I
were
like
junior
watching you
high and we're like,
squirm.
we do not know. Like, I feel funny down in certain places in junior high. Like, I couldn't handle Hogan and Warrior like on top of him. I don't know what you want from me right now.
That's a lot. That's a lot to process. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to go through at that age.
Tell me you got
Craig,
another
what was yours, Craig?
Mine
already go?
was
he
the
said
AJ
AJ.
stuff.
Yeah, AJ.
Oh,
I think
shit.
we're done with round 2. Do we have
Oh,
enough
God,
for round
let's-
3?
Let's do round
Or-
3. Let's do
I don't know, buddy.
round 3.
Reverse
I don't know.
snake. Dave, me. And
Oh,
then,
no,
is
don't do
it
that.
just Cuz or Cuz just? Do you have another one, Dave, or I can go?
Buddy.
Yeah, you go. There you go.
Okay, so
I have to reorganize.
1998, Three Faces of Foley having.
Mm.
Damn it.
Sorry,
That's
man.
a good.
No, it
one.
was good. It was good. It's good. It's all good.
Having Mick Foley 3 times in the Rumble, I thought that was actually fantastic. I'm sure he fucking loved every second of it. But that was another like really interesting yet totally believable during the Foley reign. Thought that was cool.
That was excellent. Dave, we just want
Yeah,
Dave
yeah,
to go next?
no,
or-
yeah. I'm good. I wanna, and even now she's kind of getting back to the. I don't want to say the main roster. It's not main roster. I'm sorry. It's the upper echelon of the women's division, with Kabuki Warriors and all that kind of stuff. But Asuka winning in 2018, the very first women's Royal Rumble,
Mhm.
is a moment that's really, really amazing. And she went on to face Charlotte at WrestleMania after that. Asuka, we were simply just enamored with her through NXT and everything that she was doing. And we talked about how also she was her undefeated streak eventually broke her for a while. And talk about totally reinventing yourself. That's a whole separate story. But her winning in 2018 was the culmination of the world is not ready for Asuka.
Yeah, she was such a badass back then too.
Oh, yeah.
She was
Like,
good.
They
Yeah.
ruined her, but
They
had to happen,
they
but-
ruined her and they rebuilt her, which is amazing now because what she's doing now is a completely different take on the character of Asuka. But
yeah,
at that moment on 2018, she was on top of the world, winning. She'll always be remembered. She'll be remembered as winning the first women's Royal Rumble ever.
Feet away from defeat. High stakes, high pressure. Asuka and Nikki Bella, both on the apron, both have gone over the top rope. Asuka forward. Asuka eliminates Nikki Bella. Asuka's going to WrestleMania.
Unbelievable.
I knew it. I called it from the start. There was never any doubt. No one was ready for Asuka. Asuka is a history maker. Asuka is going to WrestleMania. Now the question is.
That is good. That's a good moment.
I didn't realize that the first Rumble was 2018. You said
Yeah, it seems like you don't think they've had that many.
it's only 5 years ago. It seems like
Yeah.
I'll go next because I'm sure Cuz will have a better one to end the episode than me.
There you go.
I'm torn between two. Fuck. I'm gonna just go with my soul. I'm gonna go old school again. I'm gonna go 1990. It's the same year that Dave quoted the moment because later in the Royal Rumble match, Hogan and Warrior faced off. But earlier in the Royal Rumble, probably the best sequence I had seen up to that point. And there's been a lot of other really good book moments and funny moments and all that stuff. But like there was like this portion, and I don't even remember what number, where it was Dusty Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, Jake Roberts, Randy Savage, and Roddy Piper. And this like 5 minutes that they
Stacked.
put together was like probably one of my favorite Rumble sequences, and it's really hard to describe. One of them involved Dusty Rhodes backdropping Randy Savage over the top rope to eliminate Savage. That's where it all culminated. But the crowd was so fucking loud, like when Piper
That's
came
cool.
out, because like it started building. Jake, I think DiBiase was already out there. I think he was 1 or 2. And then Jake added out because they were feuding. So Jake came out and the place went fucking crazy. And then him and
There you
DiBiase lit that place up. And then you add Savage in. Savage runs down and starts helping DiBiase. And Savage was Macho King at this point, and he was just
Right.
fucking like on. They were beating the shit out of Roberts. And then the music hit. Dusty comes out because he just started feuding with Randy, so that whole place goes nuts. Dusty comes out, starts elbowing him, and then Piper comes out, and then the place just—I mean, they were losing their shit. Like, and just those wrestlers in that sequence, that 5 minutes was some of the best action I'd ever seen. They didn't stop. And like it just showed how great they were and like how the beginning stages. This was only the second Royal Rumble on pay-per-view, third overall, and it was like this booking was beautiful. And then later, as Dave said, Hogan a Warrior, like 20 minutes later,
Tore
did it
that house
again,
down.
you know.
Yeah.
And it was just like that sequence. I don't
feel,
know why
you feel like Dusty had a little bit of help to help Pat with that part of the structure of the match, because Dusty knew how to book too. Let's be real about it. I mean, he was doing it already.
And Shivani,
impressive.
like I said for that, Shivani was good the whole every time when Piper came out, he's like, like he just lost his shit or whatever, and Piper just ran down like running and screaming as he's running and just gets in there, starts throwing his fist, and like I was like, I don't know if you're ever gonna see like nowadays we can see all that talent in the ring or whatever because there's so many good talent nowadays. But back then I was like, look at all these people,
star
like all the
power,
people I
man.
named. DiBiase, Savage,
I was
Roberts,
gonna say,
like God.
even the first thing you said when DiBiase's were in there and then Roberts comes down, that is such an underrated.
The place went crazy when and Jake walked and he just kept pointing and he's like, "It's you and me, my man. It's you and me." Like, he had the fucking snake and he threw it and DiBiase go, "Get in here!" And and then they started like hammering each other and the place was standing like just going crazy. And like
those two don't
me,
get
my
talked
man.
about enough, man. But especially like the rounds they went around each other. That's some excellent just just the mindset that they would create and the promo they would create before they even walk into it. And then they can work on top of that. Talk about ahead of their time of a few. Those two were, I don't know why we're not talking about that more, but you forget about it and you shouldn't.
Nice
DiBiase,
nice selection.
There has to be another one of these. There's so many.
It's so exciting. I'm so glad. Like, wrestling can get a bit stale sometimes, but it doesn't matter who you are. When the road to WrestleMania starts and Rumble starts, it's the fucking best time of the year to be a wrestling fan.
Oh yeah,
I'm super pumped. I need it.
I can't wait.
I'm ready. This
Right
year's gonna be
on.
fucking fantastic.
I mean, we're in January.
For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts, or watch our videos on YouTube at Our Wrestling Channel. On social media, can you give us a follow on Instagram at O.W.P 2019 or on Facebook at Our Wrestling Podcast for the uncles and the bulldogs, and all that stuff.
And
and Daily Motion. Don't forget Daily Motion.
And don't forget that lovely Daily Motion. We'll get on that. We'll get on that soon enough, Chief. This is the O.W.P signing off. Have a good one.
Yeah.